everybody. So I'm going to jump right in. I'm sorry I'm a couple minutes late. I was making my cup of tea. Oh my God, so hot. So hot. So M asked for, she doesn't know if she's able to stay for there. Thank you, M, for your donation. Hit a bit of a standstill and need something to propel you forward. So let's do this. Let me bring up the card view. And hi, everybody. I'm feeling a little bit better. For those of you that don't know, I had a horrible sinus infection the last few days, and I've got nose spray for it. So go figure. So, let's see what we got. I'm going to make my card view bigger. Let's see. What can we get to push you forward? We're going to do like an energy card too. Two of Wands, new projects. You need new projects with the King of Swords, Nine of Pentacles. This is fun. This is going to be a fun thing. I hope you're still here, M. So we've got a Two of Wands and a Two of Cups in reverse. This is going to be neat. So the Two of Wands tells us that we need more projects to work on moving forward. And this, you already know what the project is. So, I know you're in Australia and the seasons are different. You're going, I think, into like your fall season, your autumn season. But this is like a renewal thing. It's like there's something about the backyard and the furniture in the backyard. I don't know if you have furniture in the backyard, but the backyard is calling you, like the outside, the garden, whatever kind of outdoor recreational area you have. That's what's calling you, and that's what wants you to go there. It wants you to go and make that space your own. So if that means like making like mosaic stepping stones, or getting new fabric for the hammock, or refinishing the chairs or something like that, this is like a little refresh to get you back outside. That is going to be your new vice. Getting outside, getting grounded, getting calm, enjoying that wind. There's something about the wind that needs to cleanse you, that needs to pull the energy off you. So that's going to be interesting. What that's going to make you break away from are the things that are not so good for you. So if you've been kind of committed to being an indoor gal, this is pushing you outside, getting you outside so that you can kind of enjoy a little bit more loose kind of energy. So you need to definitely get out there. So I hope that helps, M. I hope you're still here. Good morning. Good morning. So how is everybody else? I wanted to jump right in because M said she didn't know if she was staying too long, but I hope everybody else is doing great. So Deborah, you are in Fake Spring. We are in Fake Spring too here in New Jersey, and we literally had a thunderstorm this afternoon. It was pretty neat. And apparently the next counties over had tornado warnings. So it was very strange. Weird. But yes, the Fake Spring. So let's get you in here, Deborah. How am I doing? Let's do a how am I doing? How you doing? So if I'm sniffing, I'm sorry. I don't have like the Miami sniffles. I really have like a sinus infection. So you're a little I don't want to say overextended, but you're a little scattered right now. Your energy is a little bit scattered. You need to kind of refocus everything and get it back in the same room. So, and I know I have to send you the link to the video from the last class, and I have to set up the invite for class on Thursday. Like I said, this whole part of my head is killing me. Let me grab some tea. Oh, that's screaming hot. Woo! Screaming hot tea. So the things that you should be applying yourself to, it's almost like your energy is too diluted, to not diluted but diluted. It's too diluted to actually get anywhere. So it's like if you're cleaning your house and your house is like a total disaster and there's pile of laundry here and dishes piled up in the sink and the bathroom's got mold all over it, then you go into the bathroom and you clean the toilet, but then you remember that you have to vacuum in the living room because something got spilled in there. So you go to the living room and you vacuum that up, and then you go into the kitchen and you put like a few of the dishes in, or you wash one cup because you needed to make a cup of tea. It's kind of like you're going from like project to project, room to room, as far as your energy expenditures. So what I think you should do is sit quietly. You have to sit quietly for a little bit, and you have to figure out where that energy, first of all, needs to go. You're going to prioritize, but sometimes even when we do that prioritization, we'll find that our energy flows better in a different direction. Now that's not like, hey, I need to work on my Animal Crossing fishing tournament, versus doing actual real work. You're going to figure out that there are certain times that the universe says, this is what we want you to work on, so they're going to make that pathway to it really easy to get to. So, do your prioritization and then figure out which tasks are going to uh, welcome in your energy the best. And then you'll be able to figure out where you're getting from A to B. That is going to clear up some of the confusion, some of that's going to give you like more of a sense of accomplishment than the kind of scattered approach that we've got over here. So I hope that helped, Deborah, and I will get you that link. I may have to do it tomorrow morning because after I do this live, I think I am just going to go face first into my bed with a hot compress on my face. Hi, LOL. How are you? And Amanda's here. Hi, Amanda. Primchi. Hello, darling. Who else? Who else is showing up? Christy, good question. What do I need to do to find the job meant for me? Okay. So let's do this. We're gonna use the stack. Primchi, I agree. All the ladies are out tonight. All my faves are here. Faves of babes. That's what I'm gonna call you guys. The fave babes. So Christy, so it's crazy. One of my very very closest friends that I've grown up with my whole life. She actually works. She's an HR director, and I've been talking with her about like the job market and what's going on with it. And we both kind of came to the same conclusion that a lot of employers are putting these ads up, but not necessarily committing to potential employees. So it's very curious, the job market. And I actually went on LinkedIn. I'm on LinkedIn all the time, but I kind of did a scroll to see if like people were jumping into new roles. And I didn't see a whole lot of them. Sorry, I slurped that tea, but it's hot, hot, hot. So let's see. Will someone reach out to you? So no, I don't think that is not the optimal route for you. Okay. And I think you already know that it's not the optimal route to kind of sit back and kind of wait for something to come on. But now this is not psychic reading, but I am of the opinion that the best jobs are the ones, and this is probably from my days of living in LA. The best jobs are the ones that you get referred into. So those matchmaker jobs where you have a friend who says, you know what? I got a buddy who's like running a puppeteer caravan, and you'd be a really great puppeteer in there. Like like those kinds of crazy things. And then you wind up working for them and then a production company, and then you wind up making $1 million blockbuster. I don't know. Those things happen in LA. And I do think that having those connections, having those, I don't want to call them social resources, but LinkedIn really is a professional social networking site now. I think, having some kind of resources in there, we'll look at that. We'll look at like laying those tracks, like what you should do. Yeah, I took a class on LinkedIn through my day job. And one of the things, for sales, how you're supposed to use LinkedIn is you're supposed to have your mutual connections that you actually have a relationship with introduce you to the person that you either want to make a client or you want to solicit. So, sometimes that happens with jobs as well. Very interesting. I know I am linked in with a lot of people that are in esoteric publishing right now because I got some things up my sleeve. So let's see. Do you need to be more proactive? Hire recruiter. Let's see what we need here. What do we need here? 8 of Pentacles. So this immediately tells me that there's some stuff on the CV that needs to be illuminated. You need to bring a bit more to the fore, if you will. So if that is involving bringing a professional in to kind of doctor up your CV or doctor up your LinkedIn, I am of the opinion that I don't know if you use LinkedIn, highly recommend it. LinkedIn, you can use it as a living resume, and what it should make you do is appear as a subject matter expert. So if you are a sommelier, like you would post little videos of different wines and different tasting techniques, things like that, different pairings, you could do that. You could put little recipes up there, and that would if you go and apply for a job as a sommelier, someone would look at that and they would go, oh, look, like this person really knows what they're talking about. So it's really like the level of being proactive about that. Now, this tells me that there are some components missing there. And that's another thing that you could do through Indeed and LinkedIn and all those kinds of platforms. Again, I'm not I'm not like a recruiter or job specialist or anything. I just know some stuff. I know enough to be dangerous about a lot of things. So I would go in there, maybe I even have like a friend or an associate go in there and look and say, if you were hiring me for such and such a job, what would you want to see on here? And that's another thing. Like you can reverse engineer some job listings, go in there, see what kind of products and kind of programs and applications they expect you to work with, and then plug those into your CV. You could plug them into your LinkedIn, anything like that. So it's pretty cool. And Chrissy, you can email me. I'll give you like a little secret tip if you want about your I'll share it with everybody. So on your application, bots read our CVs and our applications now. So you can put all of the keywords for the job at the bottom of your email or the bottom of your CV, and then make them white printing instead of a black font, and make it disappear so it's not down there jumbling up the bottom of your CV. You can do it like in a footnote if you use footnotes on your Word program, and then just turn them white so that they're not sitting there and they don't jumble up the view, because what it's going to do is get you through the bot. So if the job says that they need to work with programs like Scrivener, Epic, Concept One, anything like that, you can put those down at the bottom if you can't list them in your CV, and the bots will read it, and you'll get on to the next level, and you might actually get to talk to a human. So I think that's what you need to do. There's something about the CV and the presentation of what you are as an employee that's holding you back. So you need to go in there and have a look. Does a professional make sense with that? Yeah, possibly. I think the professional is going to be able to help you much better and kind of point you in the right direction. If you haven't looked for a job in a long time, or like the whole electronic application process is new to you, I think it's really important to get somebody in there that can kind of drive the cart for you. So I hope that helped, Christy. Thank you so much for your donation. So, oh wait, Penny, you're gonna text me later? Okay. Ah, now I'm all freaking out. Oh, so wait, I'm trying to catch up. Deborah said she doesn't hear that anymore. Ah, let's take a look at this, Amanda. We're going to use this one. So still trying to lock into a deck that doesn't have any nudity on it, which is nuts. I can't believe people are like getting in trouble for that. Their videos are getting flagged. Absolutely crazy. Let me grab a cup of tea. Lots and lots of swords here. So don't get freaked out by the swords. The swords, we always see those when we're talking about surgeries or procedures or anything that involves cutting, needles, anything like that, sharp edges, scissors. So, one of the things that I'm getting is that there may be a subsequent infection. So, yeah, and it's really cool. I'm reading Russell Targ's book on controlled remote viewing right now. He has this whole thing on quantum timelines. So, in this circumstance, am I predicting that you're going to get an infection? Am I planting the seed that you're going to get the infection? Or am I, just kind of introducing that to the whole equation? So, when we read cards like this, when we do, spiritual, predictive stuff, we see things that will potentially happen. We see things that we can kind of steer you away from. So, this is one of the things that I do want you to pay attention to is that, in the aftermath of it, be mindful that you could start to get some kind of infection. That's the immediate that I'm getting. So I think the procedure itself, I think you're going to have to take some recovery time. I'm just saying it. I think this is extremely valuable. So take as much time as you need, a lot more time than you expect. You're going to be healing up. So many of us have surgeries and go right back to work. We try to jump right back in and try to be tough and make it happen and pretend like we're not healing. It really, now you're putting your energy in like 27 different directions. This, I want you just to be very, very mindful. The pre-work that they tell you to do the pre-work. So if there's any kind of prep work that you need to do before you go in, do it. Look, and this isn't to supersede any medical stuff that you do, but some Ayurveda, look up Ayurveda dieting and healing diets. That's there's a book called Eating for Life or something. I'll remember it. I'll eventually remember it. Nutrition for Life or something like that. But it's based on Ayurveda. To a certain extent, it's not, I personally prefer Ayurveda because that's an Indian medical diet and actually works really well for psychics and sensitives. Because if I do a visit, like say I had a week off from work and I did a million readings in a row, and I was just like, I actually did a bunch of readings last night and today, so I'm a little I would need to eat like a piece of meat, or a potato, something from the ground, carrots, something from the ground to help ground me a little bit better. There's all sorts of stuff that you can do with Ayurveda to, protect yourself from any kind of illness moving forward, infection moving forward during the process of this. So be mindful of that. Now, is the process going to be successful? Will this open up our doors? Look at that. Queen of Wands, the Sun. 5 of Cups, disappointments passing. 6 of Pentacles, and then King of Swords. So, 9 of Cups. I think there may be another procedure that comes after that. I think we may see a little bit more involvement. I think we're going to do this is step 1, and then I think we're going to see a little bit more involvement. So, but things are looking better. Let's put it that way. Definitely better. This Queen of Wands and the Sun right there. Good cards. Good cards. And that King of Swords is coming in with his wisdom and sharp stuff. Could be a knife, could be a needle, could be a penis. I said it out loud. So I hope that helps, Amanda. So let us know how you make out. So hello, Lady of the Lake. Thank you so much, my darling. So granddaughter wants to play guitar. So which deck do I want? This deck. I want this one. This is that Cyril Marchetti that I'm loving right now. So there's a fair bit of natural talent here. A fair bit. I don't know if this is the instrument she's going to land on, though. So, my son plays 16 instruments, and God help us. And I really thought that because his dad plays guitar, I really thought that he was going to be primarily a guitar player. And then he got very involved in the bass and he loved that. And then he transitioned to wind instruments, and then he transitioned to drums. So, he and a whole bunch of other things. I can't get him to play the bagpipes. I'm dying for him to play the bag. He has a chaunter, but he's not into playing the bagpipes yet. But it looks like this is going to be a good start for her. If she doesn't know how to read music, make sure that she learns how to read music. Because one of the things with guitar players, they typically don't, they want to get in and they want to learn how to play right away. So they typically don't learn to read traditional music. They learn to read tablature. So which tablature is like, it's great if you want to like get in there and you want to play right away. It's really terrific. I had a friend, my old tattoo artist, who I play the cello, and he was trying to teach me how to play guitar, and he made me a poster and it said how to be a rock star, and it was like all the chords for guitar. It was pretty I was like, I don't want to be a rock star. I just want to learn how to play Smoke on the Water. I wanted bragging rights, but this looks like there's inherent talent here, but she should learn how to read music. She should learn how to read regular piano music, rather regular instruments. She should definitely do that. Because without that foundation, she's always going to kind of tinker around like at the novice level and not move on. She'll wind up getting very bored. Learning to read music is very key to keeping her interest, because it's going to provide that scaffolding so that she can see where the music can take her and where she can go within the score. So I think that's going to be really interesting. really important. I think she's going to, excuse me, do like a smorgasbord of instruments before she falls on the one that she really loves and the one that she really wants to commit to and she wants to stick with. So, but I do see there is inherent talent. I'm sorry, guys. It's the sinus infection. It's making me bark. Making me bark. It's making me bark. I'm batting 1,000 today. I told my boss one of our programs is going really slow, and I said, "Oh, my AOL is going really slow." He was like, "AOL? Like, aren't you on our platform?" It was pretty funny. So, yeah, I'm all for music. I am all for lessons. But get her the guitar. Absolutely, let her play around with that because that's gonna scratch that itch right away. She's gonna be able to play music right away. Whereas, like, how many times can you play hot cross buns on your recorder or flute? Hi, Simon says. So get her for sure the guitar. She can look up the tablature online. That's really easy to access. There's also something we use here in the United States. So it's a program called Smart Music, and I don't know if you can get it privately. I think you can. It's a program that will listen to the kids. They give them the music, and then it actually listens when they play it back and tells them what they get right and what they get wrong. So it's a neat little program. We've used it all through our music in our public school here, but it's smartmusic.com, I think. So if you can get her on something like that, if it's not available, I'm sure there's something else out there that you can pay for. So there's always something you can buy, right? The problem's not a problem if you can throw money at it. So, hi, Sari. Am I back? All right, I think I'm back. Hi, Sari. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Ah, thank you, Deborah. Yes, I will see you on Thursday. I hope you guys can hear me. Info entertainment. So, what is Libra's truest intention toward me? Be Cancer. I'm a Cancer too. July 12th. So, we're a little low here. How low can you go? How low can you go? So, the Hermit here. This is somebody who is considering all their options. Now, when we get this with the Magician, sometimes we get playa. Now, this could be the other party, or this could be you. This could be you considering what all of this is going to mean. All right. Somebody is not making a decision though. Somebody is like, ish or get off the pot. And this person is not ishing or getting off the pot. They're just kind of coasting along. Wheel of Fortune is that things are up and down. Excuse me just for 1 second. Sorry about that. There's teenagers running amok upstairs. So, the Wheel of Fortune, we're not sure where this is going. The Six of Pentacles is in reverse. This means don't give the benefit of the doubt. Okay. If it walks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, then it's probably a duck. So if things are really obvious, make sure you stick with it. Okay. So I hope that helped. I think truest intentions are still up in the air. We'll pull one more. Truest intentions, maybe not telling the truth. We've got Page of Swords in reverse. Page of Swords in reverse is usually a liar, usually somebody who's telling stories, just kind of getting from A to B. Okay. So, hi, Yvonne. How are you? How's the weather up by you? It's bizarre. We didn't even have winter this year. It's crazy. Last time I talked to you, I think it was pretty cold up there. I love that I have all these people from England and Scotland in. This is great. So scrolling through. Everybody's on that. So yeah, I found out like that Ozempic, not a great thing to be on. So I'm probably a little glad I didn't get it. So, and serendipity, there was something really cool that I saw again in Russell Targ, Targ, his book. It's Limitless Mind. It's about controlled remote viewing. And Lori Williams, that I did the course with, actually studied with him. And he's got this really cool chapter in the book about controlled remote viewing for healers. And he said that like the really, really successful healers that use controlled remote viewing actually remote view back in time and find the source of the ailment and go and make the corrections to that. It was really a cool concept. I'm still wrapping my head around the quantum timeline and, that we have multiple, incarnations going on at the same time. So, that was kind of neat. So, let me see. So I don't know if you just heard the yelling that was going on upstairs. So, Yvonne, you held on hope, my case, and one. Oh, that's great. That is great. And I told you that. Oh, that's awesome. I am glad. I am glad. That's terrific. So, yeah. Hi, Jay Marcus. I don't think I said hi to you. So, yeah. All right, Yvonne, let's see. Let's see if this is the beginning of all good stuff happening. Let's see, we'll see what we see. We'll see what we see. Changing event, life-changing event. You made this happen. This was manifestation. So you can kind of sit and enjoy this for right now. All right, all these cards are like, just kind of catch your breath. This is a moment where you're just going to catch your breath, chill out for a little bit. The luck turned, the tide turned, the work you put in paid off. Now just take a break and sit still. Sit still for a few minutes. There's going to be some more challenges that come ahead. If you still have 3 cases to go, that's kind of obvious. But overall, what should you be doing that best serves you now? No new beginnings. Don't open any new cans of worms. Just enjoy. Busyness is going to come eventually. Okay. More speed will come eventually. Enjoy this lily pad of time to just kind of chill out. But I think that's awesome. I'm so glad that worked out for you so far. We're heading in the right direction with that. All right. So let me see. Serendipity said when Amanda's question came up, she heard stillness. Yeah, I think you're going to have to take advantage of that recovery time. Take advantage of it. You know, if you've got time, use it well, and just relax, read great books, chill out, let your body come back together, let it heal up. um I'm scrolling through the comments, guys. Oh, that I just got to the part where I was frozen. And a whole bunch of thumbs up. Yeah, I don't know. Like like I said, we had some thunderstorms here, and probably the internet's all jacked up, crazy internet. So, all right, so let's do this. I'm scrolling through. Oh, the third iPad. Somebody made that for me. Um Info entertainment. It was ambiguous, but then the last card makes it clear. Yeah, sometimes that happens. And like I always try and like keep it really, really positive. So we try and find our way out of the paper bag sometimes. So Simon says, my daughter swears by medical medium. She's been able to help her endometriosis and some other things as well. Yeah, I totally believe in that. I had a moment today where I was like, thinking about information, like, so people my age group, like we had LPs, we had albums, then we had cassette tapes, we had 8 tracks, then we had cassette tapes, then we had CDs, then we got MP3s, and now like we just have streaming music. So I was thinking, like, everyone says, the whole concept of Atlantis and having, crystals that like save their energy and their information is really crazy. But the reality is, we've got information that's saved on like these esoteric platforms. So like I just thought that was like such a crazy thing. And I don't even know why I started talking about that. Oh, the whole idea with like psychic surgery and using energy healing, using psychic healing. I think there's something to it. I don't think it's all that there is to it, because I think at some point, things do have to be intervened by physical means. But I think, a lot of the energy stuff that we have early on is really important. Like, I love going for reflexology. Gregopedia and I had a conversation about that. But he thinks reflexology is great because when it stops hurting. So I'm scrolling through. Oh, thank you, Yvonne. Thank you, honey bunny. You are a peach. I'm glad everything's out. Yvonne, I am literally playing the lottery so that I can come and stay at your bed and breakfast. I need to go on vacation. Actually, my ex said he might be traveling back, and I'm strongly encouraging him to take my son so he can go see the motherland. And he's like, "There's nothing to do there." I'm like, really? There's nothing at Edinburgh Castle? Nothing to do in Scotland? Not at all. Nothing. There's nothing to do there. Kidding me? I'd be running through those hills. The hills are alive. So, oh, my voice cracked. So, all right. So, so John never thought he could do psychic readings without cards. So yeah, like that does happen. So marrying quotes, coded notches. Yeah. Oh, medical medium is a cookbook. Oh, okay. I thought it was like a medical medium. Oh, okay. I don't know what I'm talking about. So, all right. So I think I got everybody's questions so far. So, you got me for a little bit longer. Listen, Yvonne, maybe I'll come for Christmas next year. I want to have Christmas in Scotland. But that's awesome that you're booked up from now until the end of August. That's fantastic. Good for you. Good for you. So, I am going to do a production reading tomorrow for this whole Madeline McCain thing. So I'll give you guys a little teaser with it. So Madeline McCain went missing, I guess 2000. Let me do the math. She was three, I think it was 2008. I think like 2011 maybe. She was only a couple of years older than my baby. That's why I was like, paying attention to it. And parents were in Portugal. Apparently gave the kids some Benadryl or something so that they would sleep. There's a pair of twins. And then when they came back from tapas, the daughter was gone, and no one has ever found her without a trace, just gone. So very, very sad. So apparently on Instagram, there is a young woman named Julia who is Polish, and she is claiming that she is Madeline McCain. Now, I am a big, Russian history fan. And there was the same issue with Anastasia, sorry, and Alexei, the two youngest children of the Tsar, Nicholas II. The gravesite had two bodies missing. So there was all this speculation that there was escapees. There was rumors about it. That night, some of the guards had said that one of the girls sat up, or two of the girls sat up after they were allegedly, muerto, and they were carrying them out to the truck, and they sat up and screamed. So there were a lot of conversations about that some of the soldiers had rescued one or two or whatever. And then in the subsequent years, even before they had found the grave sites, there were lots of people all over Europe that were claiming to be part of the Russian royal family. There was one, Anna Anderson, who DNA actually had proved that it wasn't her. She was a Polish factory worker and just was able to kind of convince everybody that she was the Tsar's daughter, which was pretty amazing. Even some courtiers that were fairly intimate with them. Oh, I don't mean intimate, but fairly intimate with the family. So I did a little CRV on Madeline last night between readings, and I get that there's something very watery at the end of it. I don't think that she's with us anymore. So let's take a look at this Julia girl and see what we get on her. I mean, because CRV, like I'm not going to rely on that. But let's see what and I'm going to switch decks. God, I don't even know which deck I want to. No, I'll use this one. I'll keep using it. I was shuffling away. So let's do a little reading on Julia and see. She's asking. I know all of you are like probably on your Insta right now looking at her. She is asking the family for a DNA test, and there's a few things, like her face looks a little bit similar. I don't know if I'm looking for similarities, but she has a condition in her eye. I can't remember what it's called, but the iris has part of the pupil bleeding into it, and this girl has something that's similar. Oh, Sally, thank you. The shorts, you like the shorts? I'm digging the shorts too. So I don't know. I kind of want to stick with them. So this is for Julia, the girl who is claiming to possibly. That's a no. That's a no. It's not her. She's mistaken. If she doesn't have a legacy, if she doesn't have a history, I think we're going to find this out. And I think she's mistaken. I don't think this is any kind of weird, like psychological thing where she's like, oh, I'm going to pretend that I'm someone. Like Anna Anderson, like actively pretended to be somebody from the Russian royal family. She was purposely duping people and acting imperiously. I think this young lady does not know the details of her origin. And she was at one point, she did say that there was someone involved in the case who looked like her, Abuser. So there's been some trauma there, I'm presuming. There's not a lot of details about it, but I think that she's mistaken. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but I just think that she's mistaken. I don't think that this is the situation that she thinks it is. Now, is she going to find? I mean, because like everybody's on. I mean, I'm not on it. 23andMe, or what are those family tree sites? Like lots of people do that. Like, I've heard about people that went and sent that in, like not knowing that they had a different heritage, and found out that like they weren't related to anyone in their family. So, what is her future going to be like, this young lady, Julia? Let me know if you want to look at Harry and Meghan. Yeah, I think her origin is questionable, and I don't think that she knows who her correct family is. I think there's some questions there that need to be answered. So that is that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. But I think she's very hopeful that this is going to give her some answers. So maybe I won't do a production video on this. Maybe we just did it. So let me know in the comments. What do we want to talk about? Celebrities, royals. We want to see if Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox actually broke up. Let's see, Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox together forever or not? Ooh, Serendipity, good one. So Megan Fox, Machine Gun Kelly. I think it's over. I think he broke up with her. I think he's moving out or moving her out. We're gonna find out eventually. I think they're cooked. So we'll find out. So I just want to say, who saw Catherine Pat William on the bottom? We're so cute. It's so cute. I couldn't take it. I was like, oh my God, this is adorable. So is Catherine pregnant? She certainly did not look pregnant. Yvonne, good one. Good one. All right. Everybody, slow down. Catherine pregnant. We're going to get one card on this. One card on is Catherine pregnant. Okay, you ready? Ready, everybody? I don't think so. This is like I should actually make up some cards that'll be a pregnancy test. We'll do pregnancy test cards. So, all right. So here we go. Yvonne. We get a little bit more of this. Oh, this Yorkshire red is so good. It's so good. How does Doria? Who does that? The Royal Grift? I think the Royal Grift does that. Sings Doria. Ooh. Snotty. She's a little bit snotty. All right. So what she's thinking is, don't worry about this baby. We're going to come out on this on top. We're already on top. We're already doing okay. So, doesn't matter what they're going to see. People are always going to be jealous of you because you're beautiful and you're smart and you're rich now. That people are always going to be jealous of you. So that's kind of the nonsense that she's feeding this overgrown child. I'm sorry I had to say it that way. So this is more of the, you are exceptional. You are the exceptional human being. And I think that that's why we saw, all the pregnancy stuff, like with Megan running when pregnant, when she was crouching down, whether or not you believe that she was pregnant or not, I think she was still going to be the exception. She was going to be so good at pregnancy and so fit, and so, because that's really kind of her thing. Like, I'm really fit, and like I do yoga and I can do a full wheel with my foot up on my TIG blog. And I think that was really kind of what she was driving home. I think that was the idea, is that I'm going to be exceptional. And like, to be sure, I did it when I was pregnant the first time. Like, I was like, oh, I don't even pretend I'm not even pregnant, like, and I did, but I wound up giving birth 6 weeks early. I don't know if that was because I was acting like I wasn't pregnant, but I was still training dogs. I was still really fit. I was still, doing everything that I needed to do. So, I think this business of like selling her, well, you just keep doing what you're doing, baby. You just keep doing what you're doing. But the problem is that she's telling her that for entertainment purposes only. She is telling her, we gotta partner up with the better stuff. The better stuff. Is this another man? It might be. This may be advice to hook up with another man. Somebody with a little bit more ching, money that folds, not money that jingles. So, but the problem is that they're kind of out of ideas. They're kind of out of resources here. And it was like, well, let me put my head together and see if I can, find you, a good suitor. Like, marriages are forged by parents all the time, arranged marriages. Let me do the research for you. But I think Doria is coming up with nothing. I don't think she's coming up with that. I mean, you've married a prince. Like, you can't kind of level up after that. I don't know. Like, Elon Musk is out there, but Elon Musk is like having litters of kids all over the place. So, do you want to get involved in that? I don't think he wants to get involved in that. I think his age demographic is a little bit younger than Megan's, but oh, that tea is so good. So I think they're kind of spinning their wheel of fortune now, trying to figure out where to go, trying to figure out what the next move is. Underneath the surface, she knows that people don't like her. She knows that this is an unlikable human being that she created. Not charming, not conducting herself in a good manner. And it's almost like she's kind of like, I can't believe she squandered all the gifts that I gave her. I can't believe she squandered all the opportunities that she was afforded. I don't know if she's saying this out loud. Is she saying it out loud? Is she critical of Flower at all? She's not critical of Flower. She tells Flower, you are pretty, you are wonderful, and your teeth look great. Yeah. And we can do this. We can do this together. Mommy's gonna help you. Mommy's gonna help you. I see her, and they're still stuck. I see her like kind of smoothing Megan's hair and kind of consoling her. It's okay, baby. It's okay, baby. We're going to do better. Tomorrow's another day. You're the fabulous, wonderful princess. You're the Nubian princess. Like, that's kind of her whole like thing. Like, it's just this, just like droning on and on about how wonderful, wonderful, wonderful everything is. And it's gonna be better. It's gonna be better, baby. You got this. You got this. You are exceptional. Um, the dominant energy here is this temperance in chaos. So, there may be something that she's saying out loud about, well, maybe you shouldn't be working so hard. Maybe you should be just kind of focusing on your family and promoting your family. So I think that there's some discussion, and I'm saying it here. So if this happens, everybody kind of call me out on it, because I'm feeling this is going to happen. I'm feeling like if all else fails, they are going to go like the playground route, and we're just going to see Megan at the playground with the kids playing, and she's going to be like the mom. She's going to be taking out her toddlers and being the mom, and not trying to do any of these projects, and just kind of popping up here and there, proving how she is a great mom. I think we may see that. Nanny's in the back, Doria's in the front. Harry maybe shows up like every sixth picture. So I think we may be seeing that kind of a thing going on. I think it'll be interesting. Let's take a look at that before we skip on to the next one, Marnie. Hang on, Marnie. I got your question. So, if they promoted Megan the mom, capital MOM, all caps, if they promoted Megan as the mom, would it work? Would it work to restore their craptastic reputation? Would it work? They got to come back from South Park somehow. South Park's talking about doing a part 2. Yeesh. No, it's not going to work. That is not going to work, because she does not. That is such a lowly position for Megan. She does not want to be the mom. She wants to be more than that, because like the mom, someone who stays at home and raises their children and really pours all their energy into their children. I mean, Jackie Kennedy Onassis said, if you bungle your children, like, what do you have? And that is not something that's valuable to Megan. The kids are kind of an additional thing. They're not the primary focus. So no, that is not. Megan is going to shoot that right down. It is not an opportunity. It is not something she will even entertain. So we can't even look at the what if component. So Miss Money. Were the black gloves that the princess wore a nod to the queen, as was done in a long ago age? Were they a nod to the queen? I'm intuitively getting a hard yes. So one card on this. One card. Let's see. So I think there was a few things going on here. The Six of Swords is moving from one stage to another, moving on. Is this taking the mantle? Is this stepping into the role? Let's see. She's certainly stepping into the role fabulously. I just love her. Ooh, these are rough cards. So this is a no. This is a hard stop. And then this is healing and exposing oneself. So I think, because there was just a rumor going around. I did see a rumor piece that William spent Valentine's Day with the Rose Gal, who he allegedly had an afafafa with. And I'm sure that came from somewhere else. So this looks like healing from a hurt and kind of going out there and blasting it out. So was her fabulousness in response to, oh, we got trolls coming in from Facebook. Just bear with, guys. Troll in the dungeon. So was their conduct and the little tushy smack, was that in response to the hit piece about William and Valentine's Day? Tushy spank for that. Tushy spank. Oh, somebody was angry about that. The gloves are off. The black gloves are not off, but the other gloves are off. So I think that they're really angry about that piece that was released about William spending Valentine's Day with Rose, having dinner with her. It was really offensive. Let's see. Did he spend Valentine's Day with Rose? I mean, she has kids. No, no, he did not. I'm going to scroll down a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, we got another question. No. Are they furious about that article? Did the article come from Megan? Megan. I want to say her name. Megan. What did I say? It was Megan the source of that. Hangman. Ace of Pentacles, telling untruths, not true things. Tipping those scales. And anxiety. She knows she's going to be found out. Oh, the devil in disguise. Queen of Wands doing terrible things. Yeah, they put that out. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if Harry knows about all these hit pieces. Or pull one. Does Harry know about all these hit pieces? Is he part of this? No. Or let's see. Sometimes that Queen of Pentacles is eroding the foundation. Yeah, I think he does. I think he's getting very good at throwing these hit pieces out there. I think he's getting really good at it. Oh, it's terrible. So we've got Sally. Is Doria. Woo! Cards everywhere. Is Doria going to be invited to the coronation? Is she invited? Well, do one from the center. She invited. I don't think so. No. No. She's not going. I think they've had enough of Team Sussex. I think they've had enough. I don't think they're gonna. Oh, 7 pounds. Holy crow. Yeah, I think she's in on the con too. I think she's been kind of encouraging it all along, encouraging this behavior all along. Sure, Margaret, you can get a reading. Let's throw out some cards. Four of Swords. You need to rest up and dial it back. Don't worry about making all these decisions. Oh, geez, Louise, girl. You need to ground yourself. So there's just too much work going on. It's making you like your head is like in terms of thinking, it's like the static that you would see on an old school TV. It's like tss, it's like a very metallic hiss that's going on. It's like you're like burned out to the point where like you have decision fatigue. I tell people that all the time. I have decision fatigue. I can't make one more decision today. Don't even ask me if I want to go to bed because I can't make any more decisions. This you need to delegate some of the responsibility. And if that's decision making, then if you're the only one that can make it, you got to dial it back. But you need to take this time to rest and recover and get your feet back down on the ground. Our swords are airy energy. We're all the way up here when we have a lot of swords. When we have those pentacles, our feet are locked into the ground and we're really grounded and we know what we're doing and we're very stable. We're not dreaming about stuff. We're planting our feet and making things happen. So you need to chill. So if you could do a facial like this tonight, that'd be great. I always tell people meditate, get yourself a meditation. You go on YouTube, you go on Audible, grab meditation. Doesn't matter what it is, could be, how to manifest lottery numbers, could be how to get rid of your sinus infection. I didn't do any meditations to get rid of my sinus infection, but I did do them for past lives. I was deeping into AOL. Let's talk about AOL again. So it's getting deep into my past life stuff. So Margaret, I hope that helps. Get some rest. You got to unplug a little bit. And there's our troll. Troll, get out of here. Serendipity. I gotta friend you up on Instagram. I'm Miranda Von Scuttlebutt on Instagram. Now y'all know. Like you can see my Instagram. My Instagram is silly. So is Megan giving up with Catherine? As what I see, she cannot win whatever Catherine does. Catherine only gets better and she does look amazing every single day. So yeah, she really she understood the assignment, Catherine. She got it and performed very, very well. So she knows that she's going to be queen. There's certain confidence in knowing that you're going to be queen one day. So, and I think a certain amount of confidence when, you know, your husband's pretty rock solid and has a goal, like William has goals. I don't know if Harry does. Harry's like, where's the next bar? So let's see. Is Megan giving up on Catherine? Giving up. Giving up on that attack business. 9 of Wands. She's 9 of Pentacles. Oh, and the devil shows up. You might be right. You might be right. Oh, she's pissed though. She's super, super pissed. So she has no plans for the immediate future. So here's the thing. So 9 of Wands is putting yourself behind the protective wall. 9 of Pentacles is putting yourself in the protected walled garden. This is really getting behind something and licking your wounds because you didn't quite do what you needed to do. You didn't, make what you needed to happen. The devil card is she's still consumed by it. But I think we're going to see her I think this last campaign with the email, the Valentine's Day dinner email, I think she's going to dial it back. I think, no matter it's like she puts out a hit piece article and then we get Catherine with the black gloves and the white dress looking freaking amazing and William looking amazing with her. They just come to the fore. I don't know who her stylist is, but she's dialing it up and it's almost like she's responding to all this nonsense. So but this is eating her up. She does not have control over her emotions. We've got this King of Cups in reverse. She is a mess over this on the inside. She really thought Catherine was a frivolous, brainless, just pretty thing. She could only be blonde, she really did underestimate what Catherine was like and underestimate what the marriage was like. There's so much longevity in that relationship, and he really did take his time before he decided to marry her. I mean, I was very upset when they broke up, but then I was like, whatever. He's gonna marry some Nordic princess or something. But when they got back together, I still was like, I don't know about her. her top lip is too thin. Like that was my thing. I was like, her top lip is too thin. But I really like her now, and I think she really grew into the role. And I think that is, the best part of it is that we've got to see her grow up into, being a duchess and now a princess, and now she's going to be a queen. So under the surface, Megan knows that, like, it's just the court of public opinion is not on her side. And she's kind of all out of gas on this. She doesn't really have anything to say. So let's see, how does Catherine actually think about her? Does Catherine have any kind of, she ever sit down on the couch with a delicious cup of Yorkshire Gold and say, "My, I feel sorry for Megan." Let's see. Let's see what our Princess of Wales thinks of the former Duchess of Sussex. She is long out of her. She has no interest in putting this back together. She's no interest in having them in her life. She knows what this one is about. So under the surface, this was a struggle for her. This was a struggle for Catherine to actually get to this place mentally. Now, I don't know if she did this through therapy, if she did this through counsel with the courtiers. I don't know how she did it, but she has now developed, I don't want to say a thick skin, but like a really magnificent bubble around herself, that she is well protected from this. I don't know if she's doing like manifestation. Maybe she's watching this channel. I doubt it. But and doing the white light and blowing the big bubble, but she's got a big bubble of protection around her that is insulating her from being upset about this person. And there's some element of pity that is there. She does feel a little bit sorry for her. Like, how could she be so damaged that she just is careening through life creating chaos? Like, how could she do that? So there is this element there. Now, the Six of Swords in reverse is she's already moved away from this person. She does not want this person near her. And the Eight of Wands is she's speeding toward the future, not looking back, not creating a new foundation with them because she knows that this was a shady person. She's actually learned from this shady person how to be a little shady herself. So I think that's kind of cool. So she may be dropping things left and right. Yeah, not left and right, well-timed things. She may be dropping some things, and this may be a self-fulfilling prophecy for Meghan and Harry. They said, oh, there's leakings and plantings. There may be leakings and plantings now. They may have asked for this. So they may start to see different things coming up and, coming across their screen. It looks like she is just focused on the future. Our sweet Princess of Wales, Catherine, Princess of Wales. Do my little HG tutor. I don't know what the HG stands for. Like, I don't know if that's like a really stupid thing, but I don't know what it is. So let me see if we have any other. Hi, Rob. Rob, I keep going on Mario Kart and I never see you guys online. I don't know what's wrong with me. So Donna R, let me give you a card, sweetie pie. Card. Whoop. Dropping cards all over the place. Hope you're having a good night, Donna. I don't give one card, though. I'm going to give you 3. It's just, one card. Like, you can pull one card yourself. I'm going to pull 3 for you. I'm a professional, at least partially professional. Like, some days I'm professional. Some days I'm not. Some days I'm kind of a wreck. Today I'm pretty professional. Like, running at like an 8.5, I think. So we're going to do Heart of the Matter. Heart of the Matter. Page of Swords. What's this great idea you have that you're not moving forward with? Because you don't think it's a good idea. All right. So we've got this. You got 5 cards. You didn't get 3 cards. You got 5 cards, Lana. So Page of Swords, this is something that you're planning on doing. All right. This is some idea that you have. Some new beginning. The pages are a lot like our aces. So they are sparks, moments of inspiration, that kind of a thing. So we've got this spark, this inspiration here, but you keep talking yourself out of it. You're like, no, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. I'm just going to play it safe. I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. And like, maybe, it's like you're that drummer that's out in the crowd at a like stadium concert, and like you just are willing the drummer to, like, I don't know, fall over and like hit his head or break his arm, and so they go, is there a drummer in the audience? Like, you can't do that. You can't wait for that. If this is your idea, if this is your idea and your dream, and it's going to shake your world up, why not shake your world up? Like, be a snow globe and shake things up and see what happens, Go a little bit bananas. I mean, if it's not like, lighting a fire in your kitchen, like having insurance fraud so that you can take the money and fake your death and go move to Bali, which does not sound like a bad idea. Um, don't do that. No one do that. That is not a good idea. So, if there's no damage, if there's minimal downside, why not go forward with this crazy idea that you have? Is it writing a book? I don't know. Write a book, self-publish it. I'm a fiction writer myself, and this is what I do. I put my headphones on and I talk into the microphone. I tell a story and it types it out for me. And then I go back and I edit it, and it's a lot of fun. I said my name on Insta is Miranda Von Scuttlebutt. That's the name I write under. I have some stuff online on Smashwords. You can go see it. You can go laugh at my stories. They're not really funny. But this is like, you're afraid to go forward because you're afraid it's not going to work. But Wayne Gretzky, we miss zero of the shots we don't take. We miss 100% of the shots we don't take. Sometimes you have to take a chance. Sometimes you got to do that. So I say go for it. Rob, what do you think of that drummer in the audience? Is there a drummer in the audience? It's happened. It's happened. So I'm going to scroll down a little bit. Oh, look, spellcaster. We got spellcaster. More trolls. More trolls. I'm scrolling through. Come on, this is a good one. I gotta switch to the other deck because I've actually been thinking about this myself. So, all right, let's see. We'll go person by person. Okay. I'll try and remember everybody there. I would love to have been with Sophie. I'm sure Sophie had a big stiff drink and was cracking up the whole time. So all right. So, what did the royal family think of South Park? Let's start with King Charles. I still call him Prince Charles, like, I don't know, lifetime. King Charles, what did he think? Oh, he feels bad for them. He feels bad for them, and he wants to save them from their own chaos. He's like, oh, they've ruined themselves. They've ruined themselves. This is unbelievable. He's ashamed. He's ashamed that they've gotten to where they are, and he would like to help. He's Oh, I'm back. I was singing Let It Go. Let it go, let it go. I'm back. So King Charles feels sorry for them. He would like to see them resurrect. He would like to help them. Is that a good idea? Probably not. Let's see. Is that a good idea? No, because it's just going to be more of the same. So can't really do that. So let's move on. Let's move on. I'm not going to shuffle for everybody. A little shuffle, but Camilla's agreeing with him. But she's also saying they reap what they sow. And it's a shame, but there's a level of accountability that Camilla looks at this with that Charles doesn't. So the Queen Camilla looks at, she really is like, you know what, they did this to themselves. And I think that she is the voice of reason with him, with King Charles. I think she's like, she reminds him of what they've done, and that they've gotten themselves to this point. They didn't have to leave. They left dramatically. Oh, they left dramatically. So what did William think of this? William just thinks that they should just go away for a while. They need to go away, and they need to just bury themselves for a period of time. Like he's thinking like 30 years. Like they really need to go undercover deep. His thing is that Harry is not realizing that he is not a doer. He is a prince who was told what to do. He is not a doer. He's not interesting. He doesn't have any interesting novel thoughts or creative ideas. He just is somebody who was directed well, and he's not being directed very well right now. I'm going to make up a song about Yorkshire Gold. Or actually, that's Yorkshire Red. Yorkshire Red, it's the cup of tea that I love. It's the best cup of tea in the world. What does Catherine think of South Park? What did she think? What did she think? It was so much for her to unpack. She did think it was a little, she was very sad. She thinks that it was a very sad portrayal of the brother-in-law that she knows. Like he's just so damaged at this point. What bothered her the most about it? She would like to rescue him. He's the puppy she wants to rescue. And she's like, he's just, the lies have taken on a life of their own. They're just going, the lies, lies, yeah. Everybody's saying, I know you all know this. Lies, yeah. So, what did Princess Anne think? I have a feeling she was chuckling. I just have a feeling she was chuckling. I think she watched it in private. Oh no. She's not chuckling. Her view was much broader, and it was much more in regard to the royal family, that this was so disruptive and destructive to the royal family. So she was upset on that level. And there's this self-preservation, not of her, but of the whole royal family that's in there. She's like, any action that needs to be taken to protect our family, and not those two, because they left. They're gone. So that is what Anne thought. Let's look at Andy. What did Andy think? Andy thinks this is problematic for the royal family as well. Heart of the matter. Does not know how this is going to pan out. That was he would like to help out. He wants to get pushed back out into the front. Maybe I could help out. Oh, Andy, just sit down. Sit down, Andy. You're drunk. Yeah, he's afraid this is damaging the monarchy, and saw it coming. Everybody saw this coming. We all saw it coming, and now we're at the finish line. There's no stopping it. You know, there's more to come. You know, his thing is that there's possibly more that will be revealed. But Andy thinks he could save the day if they put him back out there. So Sophie and Edward, is that his name? Edward? Edward first. Eduardo. I think this is Edward. Edward too. Very disruptive to the royal family. How are we going to recover from this? And let's look at Sophie. I'll just pull this out. Sophie says, good. Now everybody's seeing like what they're all about. Good. People are seeing the good side and the bad side. They're seeing the dirty side and the good side. So, and then the honorable side. She likes that. She likes that. She takes the royal family very seriously, and the privilege of being a part of that family very seriously. So, let's look at Zara and Mike Tyndall. Let's see what they have to say. We'll do both of them. I love Zara and Mike Tyndall. I think they're great. I think they are like probably a really fun couple to hang out with. So here's Zara. Here's Mike Tyndall. Mike Tyndall was laughing. He was like, did he call him a bell end? And it was almost like, bye, Felicia. So this is Zara and Mike Tyndall. So Zara's like, you know, we have to work really hard to restore the good name of the royal family. We're all going to have to pitch in. Like that's she kind of rolled up her sleeves after this and was like, all right, we got our work cut out for us. And Mike Tyndall was like, you dip. This is kind of what he said. He's like, look at this guy. Like, yeah, this is like distilled down to what the country that they ran for safety thinks of them. So yeah, that's a lot of fun. That's a lot of fun. So who did I leave out? The York girls. I didn't get the York girls yet. So we'll do Beatrice first. So Beatrice, I think is like you made your bed. Now you got to lie in it. Like this is what you earned. And you know what? That's kind of the collective at this point. Everybody's kind of like, yeah, they did this to themselves. Like this is what they created. You know, bad blood will out, and justice is being served. You're seeing the results of your actions. And then we have Younique. Ugh. She seems to think that there's like some potential recovery. Like there's only if they just did this and that, they would be okay. And they just have to wait a little bit longer. But she's frustrated with their behavior. She's frustrated with the way that they just kind of jump ahead and they're just doing stuff. So what does Charles Spencer, Earl of Spencer, think of this? I'm sure he watched it. I think he has kids that are South Parkian age. I don't know, not that little, not second graders, but what does the Earl of Spencer think of the South Park episode? Oof, yeah. Oh boy, they did it to themselves. They They exposed themselves. They left the royal family. They don't have any protection. They ran screaming that they needed protection and privacy. And they like literally ran into the crowd. So that was dumb. All right. So this will be, I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to see if anybody has any. Oh, serendipity. That's great. So, Sally, I'm always a 10. That's awesome. Yeah, Yvonne, you are getting like the A+ for all these great questions. Hi, Cherie. Serendipity is on a million channels. She's all over, like, YouTubers all over the place. You're like, oh, serendipity. Like, I love it. I'm like watching channels like I never thought she'd be on. I'm like, oh, they know serendipity. So I want to see what the Queen and what Prince Philip thought. Because they watched. They did. Welcome, Cherie. I hope you stick around. I hope you hang out. I try and do a couple of lives a week. And then on Fridays, I have a dueling tarot show that I do with Alicia Wicker, another reader on YouTube who is awesome. So let's see. We'll start with the Queen. Let's see what Queen Elizabeth thought of South Park. She's off the job now. She could think all kinds of weird stuff. Things were much better under control when I was there. I think her take on this is that oh, look at it. She's just shining down love on these two. She does not like how they disrupted their reputation. She does not like what they did, and she regrets that they did not stay within the sanctity and protection of the royal family and castles. Does she have any messages or solutions for them? Let's get this jump out card. Go back to the beginning. Go back to the beginning and start all over. Go to ground. The pentacles are always ground. So let's see. I think Prince Philip will probably have a more indelicate approach. What did Prince Philip think of the South Park episode Watching from Heaven? Heaven, I'm in heaven. What did Prince Philip think? What did he think of the South Park episode? Wheel of Fortune. And the star. You reach for the stars and you get squashed. So I think, this is again, kind of made your bed and this is where you live now. This is where you live. You live in a place where nobody likes you. You are stuck here. Nobody likes you and you're stuck there. This is your home. So that's what I got. So how'd I do tonight, guys? How was this on a weird Tuesday night live? Usually I do the Wednesday lives, but it's a weird Tuesday live. Just scrolling through the comments. Ooh, bald eagles by your house. I have coyotes in my yard. Not cool. It's not cool. We are going ghost hunting tomorrow. Andy is a hot mess. He is a hot mess. Oh, Aaron brought, really? That's super cool. I don't know. Are you out there, Susan? Are you out near that disaster? Oh, I don't know if she did. Who would cheat on Mike Tyndall? He's so cute. I love the way he ignored them too. Yeah, I thought that was cute. Very cute. Thanks, Yvonne. Have a good night. Michelle, I'm going to wrap it up. You're going to have to hit me up next time because I'm psychic fried. Psychic fried. Cherie, definitely subscribe and you'll get to see Dueling Tarot is really fun. It's 7:00 New York time. What is that? 4 o'clock California time. I don't know if you're in Great Britain. I don't know where you are, but it's on Friday, so you could stay up late, drink shandies. So what else thanks, Jay. Thanks. Okay, it was nice to see you, Yvonne. Very nice to see you. Thanks everybody from the tip jar. Really appreciate it. I will see you all later. I think Alicia has a live tomorrow for Moonmoth Manor, so you can migrate over to Alicia Wicker and see if she's got something scheduled for tomorrow. I think she does. I will not be doing a live tomorrow, and I think we're both off this Friday, but I may sneak in a live right after work. I may do an afternoon live. So if anybody's watching from Great Britain, I will. I'm in New York time. I will try and do a little bit of an earlier live on Friday. See if we can get in there. Oh, Cherie, you're in New Zealand, so it's like 3 days in the future, isn't it? But no, New Zealand and Australia, they kind of match up with some of the lives that I do. So works out totally fine. I know you're just getting up and getting your day going. So all right, well, thank you everybody for being here. I will see you probably on Friday. Subscribe and look for the comments Thursday. I'm teaching, so I'll be in class. But I thank you all. It was a great night. I'm gonna go to sleep now. All right. Thanks everybody. See you later.